Close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The BEST Award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Livingston Middle School, where tonight the Allons Lady Hawks and Hawks travel here to take on the Lady Tigers and Tigers in this big county matchup tonight. As the Allons girls come in with a record of 8-6 overall, they're 4-2 in Overton County play. The Livingston Middle School girls are 5-8 overall. They are 2-4 in Overton County play, so they could move up a spot with a win here tonight and a win in their final county game coming up later on this season. Allons coached by Derek Harris. He is assisted by Andy Beachboard, and they'll start number 5, Jaylee Johnson. Number 14, Mia Hughes. Number 22, Carly Ledbetter. Number 25, Bella Harris. And number 31, Aubrey McLaren, the starting 5 for the Lady Hawks of Allons, dressed in the road black, the gold numbers, the white trim on the basketball uniforms. The Lady Tigers of Livingston Middle School, coached by Karen Tower. They will start number 2, Lexi Hammock. Number 12, Harley Walker. Number 22, Mackenzie King. Number 23, Jaden Stang. And number 45, Ariana Pritchard. The lead official is ready. The ball is in the air. The tap going to be controlled by Allons. Johnson to McLaren. Driving layup good by Aubrey McLaren for the first 2 of the night for Allons to put them in front. King quickly in the front court. Pass deflected away by Allons and out of bounds. Touch last by the Lady Hawks, though. It will stay with Livingston. Is stepping out to throw in will be Hammock as she plays it in to King. King back to Hammock. Her jumper on the baseline is no good. Rebound fought for. Pritchard gets control of it. McLaren punches it away. She'll dive on the floor to try to save it. But as she turns over, the basketball going to go to Livingston on the travel by Allons. They'll throw in right side on the baseline with Walker stepping out to throw in to Hammock. Right side 3 ball is no good. Rebound taken away by Johnson looking to run. Johnson quickly in the front court. Drops it off to Harris now at the half-court circle. Harris back to Johnson on the right wing. Johnson goes inside to Hughes, and she's going to be pushed and fouled by Pritchard on the first foul of the game against either team. It comes against Livingston with 5:24 to play in the first quarter, as the Lady Tigers will be called for the first. Johnson to throw in, right side on the baseline. Johnson plays it in the corner. Harris, her jumper for 2 is bouncing no good. Rebound taken away by Stang, and then Stang going to be called for the travel. Shuffled the feet as she tried to make that outlet pass. It was taken away by Allons, and it will be a throw in here for Allons. Johnson stepping out to throw in. Will lob it in the lane to Hughes. Knocked away and stolen by Walker. Now it rolls to Hammock. Hammock to King, driving the right side. Layup rolling, no good. Rebound Hughes, and the foul going to be called on Livingston. Foul going to go on Lexi Hammock. She'll pick up her first. Team's second here in the first half, so Allons to throw the ball in on the inline, as Johnson will step out to throw in. Johnson plays it in to McLaren. Back to Johnson against pressure by Livingston. Johnson dribbling through it. Lobs it left side now. Ball knocked away and stolen by Stang. Outlet goes to Walker. Right baseline King. Jumper from 18 on the right side. Good. Kenzie King. King knocks down the long 2 to get Livingston on the board and tie the score at 2 apiece. Quickly in the front court is Harris. Harris dribbles back up top to set the offense. Harris now goes left side. Johnson on the bounce pass. Johnson inside Hughes. Hughes dribbling the paint. Jump hook in the lane. Banking no good. Rebound taken away by Hammock, but she's going to be pushed and fouled by Allons, and the foul going to go on number 31. That is Aubrey McLaren picking up her first foul of the game on Allons with 4:39 to play in the first quarter, as King will bring it front court. High post Stang. Back to King on the give and go. Shot blocked away by Hughes. Taken away by Harris. Harris lead pass knocked away by King and out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball going to stay with Allons as they'll play it in on the baseline on the right side, right in front of the middle school cheerleaders. Ball rolling all the way to the other end of the floor as they recover that. A little help from one of the people in the crowd, and it will be Johnson now to throw in. Johnson to play it in for the Lady Hawks. As we said, they come in at 4-2 in county play. Those are the important numbers. Livingston 2-4. Inside Hughes. Hughes right side Harris. 18-foot jumper on the right wing. No good. Rebound McLaren. McLaren left baseline to Johnson. Johnson double team, goes back out to Harris. Harris dribbling there in the center circle. Works it back left side, Johnson. Johnson down low to Hughes. Hughes has it knocked away and stolen. Pritchard comes up with it. Then a reach going to be called on Allons. It'll go on Bella Harris, picking up her first, team second here in the first half. So it'll be Livingston to play the ball in the backcourt. We've already had 4 fouls called here in the first 2 minutes. Inbounds goes to King. King lob on the baseline. Can Walker save it? She can't. Ball goes out of bounds off Walker as McLaren going to sit down. Come in to replace her will be Aubrey Garrett. It'll be Johnson to throw in right there in the corner in front of the exit door here in the Livingston gym. Pressure by the Lady Tigers. They'll lob it to Garrett in the backcourt. Garrett working there for the Lady Hawks. Goes to Johnson against this pressure. Johnson now will bring it across the timeline. Right side now to Harris. They double team. Steps through it to Hughes. To Johnson cutting in the lane. Her jumper is rolling good, and she is fouled, and she's got a chance at a three-point play. Foul going to go on Livingston's number 12. That is Harley Walker picking up her first, team's third. Jaylee Johnson with her first 2. A chance to add a free throw here and extend the lead to 3. Couldn't make it their biggest lead of the night. Free throw by Jaylee is rimming no good. Rebound on the floor to King for Livingston. King now will bring it front court on the dribble. King will cross to the left hand, now to Walker. Walker picks up the dribble, back up top to King. King, high post, they go to Stang. Turns to her left, jumper blocked by Hughes, but then knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Touch last by Allons. Basketball going to go, or will stay with Livingston as Walker stepping out to throw in left side on the baseline. Walker to Stang. Her left side jumper banking no good. Rebound Johnson for Allons. Johnson quickly in the front court. Into the paint. Goes right side to Harris. Pass deflected, so Harris couldn't get the shot away. They'll dribble it back up top to reset. Johnson's pass inside, and on the pass they're going to call a reach on Ariana Pritchard. She'll pick up her second. Already team foul number 4 against Livingston here in the first half, as Livingston will get a new player onto the floor is number 21, Lillian Heron, will check in, replacing Ariana Pritchard. So it'll be Allons to play the ball in with Johnson stepping out to throw in. Right side. Tried to go to Hughes. Ball knocked away. Hughes will get to it. Now finds Garrett. Garrett's jumper on the right side, no good. Rebound taken away by Heron. Heron's pass going to be stolen by Garrett. Garrett now in a crowd will kick it out to Harris. Right wing 3 by Bella is bouncing no good. Johnson will tap it, but they're in control. It's going to be Heron. Then her pass stolen by Harris. Harris then trying to go to Garrett. It's taken away by King. King will drive all the way to the rim. Layup no good, but Hughes will foul her. Mia Hughes will be called for the personal. That will be her first. Team's third here in the first half, and this will put Kinsey King on the free throw line to shoot 2 with Lady Tigers as we're halfway through this first quarter with King stepping up there for Livingston. Free throws on the way and no good. She'll have a second opportunity. Is coming back in for Allons. It's going to be number 31, Aubrey McLaren, checking back in. She'll replace Bella Harris. Second free throw from King here for the Lady Tigers, dressed in the home white, the blue numbers, the gray trim. Second free throw good, so King makes 1 out of 2 and cuts the lead to 1 at 4-3. Inbounds goes to McLaren against this Livingston pressure. It's stolen away by King. King to Walker, wide open on the right side. Layup good, Harley Walker, and Livingston has their first lead at 5-4. Then Johnson going to be fouled in the backcourt by Walker on the reach, and she's quickly picked up number 2. Walker will pick up her second with 2:46 to play in the first quarter. So they'll have to go to the bench here as Walker has 2. Pritchard has 2 for Livingston. Inbounds goes to Harris. Harris now will bring it front court. Left side, Johnson. Johnson down low, Hughes posting up. Hughes jumper inside, off the back iron, no good. Hughes gets her own rebound. McLaren, right side jumper, good. Aubrey McLaren. McLaren has her 4th point. Allen seesaws back in front by 1, 6-5. Long pass, that will go off McLaren. Can Walker get to it? It goes out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Livingston. Hammock stepping out to throw in. Right side on the baseline, right next to Coach Derek Harris for Allons to Walker. Walker on the baseline, staying in the short corner. To Hammock, right wing 3 ball by Lexi is rimming no good. Rebound tapped out by Heron. Hammock will get to it. Her jumper's no good. Rebound staying, and a foul going to be called on Allons. Foul going to go on Jaylee Johnson. She'll pick up her first. Team's 4th against Allons. This will put Jaden Stang on the free throw line to shoot 2. with 2:12 to play in the first quarter. Free throw by Stang is no good. She'll have a second opportunity, stepping back up there for the Lady Tigers. They're only 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Allons is 0 of 1 from the free throw line. Second free throw from Stang. This one's on the way. This one's bouncing, no good. Rebound Hughes. Hughes now to Johnson. Johnson in the front court to McLaren. Back to Johnson on the give and go. Her jumper inside, no good. Rebound Stang. The outlet to Walker. Can she save it? She cannot. Walker going to leave the lineup now for Livingston with the 2 fouls as she does stay in there. I thought they had a sub ready to get her a few moments ago, but they're staying with her here as Johnson will play it in to Harris in the backcourt. Harris now to bring it across the timeline. Goes left side, McLaren. McLaren down low, Johnson posting up. Johnson kicks it back up top to Harris. Harris back to Johnson. To Hughes cutting inside. Hughes, right baseline, McLaren. Her jumper from 17, no good. Johnson with an offensive rebound. Backs it back out to Harris. Harris back left side, Johnson. Johnson back to Harris against this 1-2-2 matchup zone by Livingston. Harris calling the offensive set. Goes left side, McLaren. McLaren to Johnson, cutting inside. Johnson fall away in the paint's no good. Rebound Heron, and she's going to be fouled, I think, by Harris, and it will be Bella Harris picking up her second. First player for Allons to pick up as many as 2. And it will be Livingston to play the ball in on the end line with Hammock stepping out to throw in to Walker. Walker now will bring it front court. Walker left side to Hammock. Hammock, little runner on the left side, banking no good. Stang will tap the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. It's going to go to Allons as Allons gets number 22, Carly Ledbetter, into the ball game for the first time. She'll replace Harris, who'll sit down with the 2 fouls. Johnson to play the ball in to McLaren. Livingston still in the pressure. Now to Johnson. Johnson dribbles across the timeline to Ledbetter. Her jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Hammock. Hammock to King running ahead. King driving layup, no good. Rebound to Johnson for Allons. Johnson and McLaren both there. Jaylee able to pull it away. Hughes down the paint. Her little floater inside's no good. Garrett will tap the rebound. Hughes will get to it. Now to Ledbetter in the lane. Johnson's open. Her jumper's no good, but she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul going to go on Lexi Hammock. She'll pick up her second, so foul trouble beginning to pile up now for the Lady Tigers as Jaylee Johnson going to the line to shoot 2. They've got 3 players with 2 fouls apiece. Jaylee banks home that first free throw for her 3rd point. Livingston going to get number 25, Aubrey Theobald, onto the floor, replacing Hammock. Second free throw coming up from Johnson. Allen's going to get number 30, Annie Vaughn, into the ball game. She'll come in replacing Mia Hughes for this last 51 seconds of the first quarter. Johnson to shoot a second free throw here. Puts this one on the way. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound back to Johnson. Driving layup, good. Jaylee Johnson. Good anticipation by Johnson, getting that one off the rim, able to lay it up and in. They get 3 points on that trip. Johnson has 5 of their 9, and Allons leads it 9-5. King at the right elbow. Ball knocked away by Vaughn. Picked up, though, by Theobald, and it's going to be a foul on Allons. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll go to Livingston. Walker stepping out to throw in. Walker plays it in to Stang on the right wing. Steps inside the arc. She'll take the 2-point shot and knock it down. Jaden Stang rattles home her first 2. Inbounds goes to Garrett. Garrett now to McLaren. McLaren lob pass to Johnson on the right side. Dribbles away from the double team. Goes inside to Vaughn. Her jumper down low is good. Annie Vaughn. Vaughn has her first 2. Allons back out by 4 at 11-7. Inbounds goes to King with 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Walker with 3 seconds. I don't think they realize that. Walker's got to hurry. Saves it out to Stang, and they won't get a shot away. We're through a quarter after 1 complete. It is Allons 11, Livingston 7. We'll have the second quarter in just a moment. End of the first quarter with Allons leading 11-7 here on the road. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, and Milton Rains and Family. Garrett, right baseline jumper is good by Aubrey Garrett to score her first two and to give Allons their biggest lead at 6 at 13-7. Walker in the front court on the right baseline. High post they go to Stang. Stang has the pass knocked away, but the foul going to be called on Allons. Foul going to go on Jaylee Johnson, and she'll pick up her second. So for Allons, Johnson has 2. Bella Harris has 2. For Livingston, they've got Lexi Hammock with 2, Harley Walker with 2, and Ariana Pritchard with 2. Coming back in is McLaren coming in to replace Johnson with 5:40 to play in the first half, and Allons leading 13-7. Walker to play the ball in to Stang. Left baseline jumper good, Jaden Stang. Stang with 2 in the quarter. She's got 4 in the game. There's a steal by King. King layup good. Kenzie King with the steal and the finish, and Allons wants a full timeout. 5:29 to play in the first half. Livingston with 4 quick points has cut the lead to 2 at 13-11. Here at Livingston Middle School, we want to remind you that coming up tomorrow, we've got the Livingston Academy home opener for the Lady Wildcats and Wildcats. They'll be at home against Creekwood tomorrow night to open up the home portion of the 2022-2023 season. Join us for that one around 6 o'clock. We're also going to have the Christmas program from the Livingston First Baptist Church tomorrow night. That begins at 6 as well, so you can watch either one of those that you want. And then coming up on Saturday, on December the 3rd, we'll have the Overton County Bantam Tournament. That'll begin at 8. It will go all day as all 10 Bantam teams will be competing. We'll have all of those for you coming up on Saturday, December the 3rd from Livingston Academy, with the first game beginning at 8 on Saturday morning. Johnson to play the ball in after the timeout to McLaren against the pressure. McLaren dribbling in the backcourt against Walker. Now her pass taken away by King to Walker. Walker right side jumper no good, but she's going to be fouled by Garrett. Garrett will pick up her first. Team foul number 7, but this will be 2 shots here for Harley Walker as she'll step to the line with a chance to tie this game at 13 for the Lady Tigers. Walker stepping up there for Livingston. Puts this one on the way, bounces and comes off. She'll have another opportunity here as McLaren going to sit down. Annie Vaughn will come back in replacing her. Second free throw coming up from Walker. Dribbling the basketball there at the charity stripe. Puts this one on the way. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Stang will tap the rebound, but Vaughn will get to it. Now to Johnson. Johnson going to slow it down and set it up to Harris. Harris back to Johnson on the right side. Johnson with the left-hand dribble goes inside Hughes. Hughes to Garrett. Now to Harris dribbling up top with a minute gone in the second quarter. Left corner Johnson. Johnson inside. They weren't looking. She tried to hit Vaughn. The loose ball picked up by King. Then she's going to be pushed and fouled by Hughes. And Mia Hughes has picked up her second. So 3 players for Allons with 2. That's team foul number 8. So the 1-and-1 here for Livingston as Kenzie King will step up there for the Lady Tigers. Livingston's got 3 players with 2 personal fouls apiece also. So this could be a battle of attrition tonight between these two. King's free throw is good. Kenzie with 3 in the quarter. She's got 6 in the game. She'll shoot a second free throw here with exactly 5 minutes to play in the first half, and a 13-12 Allons lead with a chance to tie. Second one's on the way. That one's good. So King makes them both, and Livingston's outscored them in the quarter 8-2 to tie the score at 13-13. Vaughn inside, pulls that one away. Jumper banking good, Annie Vaughn. Vaughn able to just rip that one away from the defender, then bank it home for her 4th point. Stang on the right side. Stang backs it back out to Walker around the Stang screen with the right-hand dribble. They double team. Walker's in trouble, saves it out to Hammock, though, back in there. Hammock up top, King. King back to Hammock. Right side, 19-foot jump shot's no good. Rebound bounces out. Hughes will dive to the floor to try to save it. It's loose. They still battle for it. Finally, Garrett coming out there with it. Garrett to Johnson, running the floor. Right side layup, no good, but Pritchard may have just picked up number 3. It will go on Ariana. She'll pick up her 3rd, team 7th, but this is 2 shots here for Jaylee Johnson. As Pritchard, the first player for these 2 teams to pick up 3. Johnson tying a shoe. Garrett tying a shoe. Allons back in front by 2 on that bucket a moment ago. Johnson trying to add to her total, but the free throw's no good. She'll shoot a second. 5 points in the game for Johnson to lead Allons. Kinsey King leads all scorers with 7. Pritchard going to sit down. Coming in to replace her will be number 50, Amnesty Cannon, checking in for Livingston. Second free throw here from Johnson. This one's on the way. This one is good. So Johnson makes 1 out of 2. Jaylee's got her 6th point. Allons extends the lead to 3 at 16-13. Right corner Cannon, jumper from 18's no good. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson wanting to run quickly in the front court. She'll pull up right side. The long 2 in transition's no good. Garrett will try to save it. Can't do so. Basketball going to go to Livingston. Hammock to throw in on the end line. And she'll go inbounds to King. Right back to Hammock to bring it front court. Long pass stolen by Vaughn. Vaughn taking it away. She'll drive. Vaughn inside, going to be blocked by King, and a travel going to be called. Turnover by Allons. We'll give it right back to Livingston as that long pass. Vaughn anticipated well, but King made a good defensive play on the other end. King now to Walker. Walker up top. Back to King on the right side. King high post tried to hit Hammock. Harris will knock it away. Ball is loose. They scramble for it, and Stang will control it. Now to King. Right baseline jumper good. Kinsey King. King 6 in the quarter. She's got 9 in the game. The lead cut to 1 at 16-15. Harris dribbling in the backcourt will bring it across the timeline. Harris works it between the circles. Goes left side. Ball knocked away. Johnson will get to it. Goes down low. Vaughn. Her pass knocked away by Stang. Stolen by Cannon. Then Hughes going to reach in and tie her up. The jump ball going to be called, and it will go to Livingston. Arrow pointing the way of the Lady Tigers as McLaren will check back in. She'll come in replacing Vaughn, as it will be Hammock stepping out to throw in on the end line. Hammock goes inbounds to King. Garrett picking her up full court. Back to Hammock now with no pressure. Hammock works it left baseline. Pass knocked away by Harris. Stolen away by Hughes. Hughes quickly in the front court on the dribble. Mia going all the way to the rim. Will draw a foul on Kinsey King. King will pick up her first. Team's 8th, but 2 shots here for Mia Hughes as she steps up to the free throw line for the first time. Looking for her first point of the game. Hughes stepping up there for the Lady Hawks. Free throw by Hughes is bouncing, no good. Bounced a couple of times on the rim, kicked off. She'll shoot a second free throw here. Hughes stepping back up there for Allons, dribbling the basketball there. Puts this one on the way. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Hughes will tap the rebound, but Walker will come out there with it. Then Walker has it knocked away and stolen by Garrett. She tries to tie up Garrett, but Garrett will go to Hughes. Johnson with it in the front court now for Allons. Johnson. Pass will go right side to Garrett. Now to McLaren. Quickly down low, Hughes. Hughes on the baseline. Her jumper's no good. Stang got a piece of it, but Johnson with the offensive rebound. Now Harris looking to drive, and a reach going to be called on Livingston. And Harley Walker has picked up her 3rd. Team foul number 9 here, so a 1-and-1 for Bella Harris. Looking for her first point of the night as Walker going to sit down. Aubrey Theobald coming back in, replacing her. Harris looking for her first point on this front end of the 1-and-1. Halfway through the second quarter, his Harris free throw is no good. Johnson with an offensive rebound, though. Back to Harris. Harris will drive, gets inside, kicks it back out to Garrett. Garrett now back to Harris on the right side. Harris now to Garrett. Garrett back to Harris. Harris at the half-court circle will call the offensive set. Left side pass knocked away by Hammock. Hammock will steal it. Hammock now to King running. King going to drive. They double team. They cut away the break. And a reach going to be called on Allons. It will go on Aubrey McLaren. She'll pick up her 2nd. Team's 9th. So this is a 1-and-1 for Kinsey King as she'll step to the free throw line. Harris going to sit down. Number 13, Jayla Rudd, will come in replacing her. King to the free throw line, looking to be the first player to go into double figures in this game. Kinsey, free throws on the way and no good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson will bring it front court for the Lady Hawks. Johnson right side to Rudd. Rudd trying to hit Hughes off her hands, picked up by Theobald, then knocked away by Garrett. Theobald will dive to save it, saves it to Hammock. Hammock now pass deflected by McLaren, goes right to King. Her jumper's no good. Hughes with the rebound. Now to Johnson, lead pass McLaren, running the floor all the way to the rim, driving layup good, and she is fouled by Cannon. Aubrey McLaren with a chance at a three-point play. McLaren's picked up her first, team's 10th, but one free throw here for Aubrey McLaren, trying to make this a 4-point game again, as she'll go to the free throw line for the first time. Free throw by Aubrey is good. McLaren 3 in the quarter. She's got 7 in the game. Allons back out by 4 now, 19-15. The backcourt with it is Hammock. Long pass tried to hit Theobald, threw it over her head and out of bounds. Turnover by Allons, rather by Livingston. We'll give it right back to Allons. Johnson stepping out to throw in. Just under 2 minutes to play in the first half, with Allons leading 19-15. Rudd now to Johnson on the left side, to Hughes posting up. They double team, ball knocked away, it's loose. Cannon will dive after it. She'll try to save it to Hammock. They'll finally call a jump ball, and the Arrow's going to keep it on this end with Allons. Allons will play it in underneath, left side on the baseline. As they'll throw in with Jaylee Johnson. Johnson stepping out to play the ball in for the Lady Hawks. Lob left wing to Hughes. Now to Johnson stepping inbounds. Johnson pull-up jumper on the left baseline, rolling good. Jaylee Johnson, 3 in the quarter. She's got 8 in the game. Pressure now by Allons. Stang to Theobald across the timeline. She'll drive, and as she goes, a foul going to be called on Allons. Let's see who they've got. Free throws here for Theobald as she'll step to the free throw line for the first time. Foul going to go on Aubrey Garrett. She'll pick up her second. Already 10 fouls on Allons, so Theobald to shoot 2 here. And she'll step up there with 1:33 to play in the first half. Free throw off the back iron, no good. She'll have a second opportunity. Allons with the 6-point lead again, matching their biggest lead of the game. Second free throw from Theobald. That one's no good. Rebound Hughes for Allons. Hughes now to Johnson to bring it across the timeline. To McLaren, to Hughes running the floor. Hughes underneath will find Johnson. Her jumper inside, no good. Rebound tapped out. McLaren and Theobald going to tie it up, and the Arrow this time will give it to Livingston. Lady Tigers will play it in with Hammock stepping out to throw in. 2-2-1 pressure by Allons here in the full court. Inbounds off the hands of Theobald and out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball going to go to Allons on the turnover. Johnson stepping out to throw in. Left side on the sideline. We'll play it into Rudd. Right back to Johnson. Back to Rudd. Now down low, Garrett. They double team. Now they back away from it. Finds Hughes in the lane. Her jumper's no good, but Stang will pick up the foul. No, it's going to go on 22. King will pick that one up. Kinsey King will pick up her second. Already the double bonus for Hughes as she'll step to the line. Mia 0 of 2 from the free throw line in the game. Dribbling the basketball there with 1:13 to play in the first half. Free throw by Hughes is no good. Johnson with the offensive rebound. Now to Hughes. 13-foot jumper in the lane, banking, no good. Does Johnson have another rebound? Yes, she does. Tried to hit McLaren. Ball knocked away and out of bounds, though, by King. It will stay with Allons. McLaren stepping out to throw in the corner. Plays it to Rudd. Rudd up near the half-court stripe as we move under a minute to play in the first half. McLaren inside to Hughes. Down low, Johnson on the baseline. Her jumper's no good. Hammock with the rebound. Garrett knocked it away, but Hammock got it back. Hammock quickly in the front court for Livingston. Hammock tried to go inside Cannon. It's stolen away by McLaren. Then she walked with the basketball. Shuffled the feet before she made that pass to Hughes, and the turnover will give it back to Livingston. Theobald stepping out to throw in. Before she does, though, Ledbetter going to check back in. She'll replace McLaren as Theobald to throw in with 45 seconds to play in the first half. Inbounds King in the lane. Her jumper's good, and she is fouled. Aubrey Garrett will be called for her third. First player for Allons to pick up as many as 3. King into double figures now. She's got 8 in the quarter, 11 in the game, and a chance to make this a 3-point game if she can finish the old-fashioned 3-point play. Free throw by King is good. Kinsey now with a big quarter. 9 in the quarter, 12 in the game for King. As Garrett going to sit down, Harris will replace her. Inbounds goes to Harris, 21-18 with 40 seconds to play in the first half with Allons in front. Rudd now at the half-court circle. Rudd back to Harris on the right side. Harris dribbles it out with 30 seconds to play in the half. Down low, Hughes. Hughes jumper on the baseline, no good, but they're going to call a foul on Cannon. Cannon will pick up her second. This will put Hughes back on the free throw line to shoot 2. As she steps up there for the Lady Hawks. Dribbling the basketball there with 28 seconds to play first half. Free throw by Hughes is good. Her first point of the night extends the lead to 4 again at 22-18 as Vaughn going to check back in. She'll replace Johnson. Will sit down with the 8 points, not wanting her to pick up number 3 here late in the half. Hughes trying to make this again a 5-point game. Free throw is bouncing good. Hughes makes them both. Inbounds goes to King. Her pass stolen by Hughes. Hughes now to Harris. Harris going to back it back out with 20 seconds to play. Now to Rudd. Rudd kicked away by King and as we're in the first half here at Livingston Middle School. Harris stepping out to throw in right there near the mid-court stripe. Rudd back to Harris. Harris dribbling with the left hand. Works at high post now to Hughes at the right elbow. Inside tried to hit Harris. She'll save it to Cannon. Cannon now to Stang with 2 seconds. King now to Hammock. Won't get the shot away. And we're at halftime. At halftime, it is Allons 23, Livingston 18. We'll be back for the second half in just a moment. Back here at Livingston Middle School, halftime here with Allons leading Livingston by a score of 23-18. It was 11-7 at the end of the first quarter. Both teams a much better second quarter offensively as Allons outscored Livingston 12-11 in the second to extend their lead to 5 at the half, 23-18. We do want to recognize one of our sponsors with some of the good they are doing in the community, Frontier Chevrolet. They are sponsoring a Student of the Month there now here in Overton County. You can see it on the screen there as Tyler puts it up. And congratulations to our Student of the Month picked by Frontier Chevrolet, receiving a complimentary laptop from them. Computer free of charge to the Student of the Month, and congratulations to them, and thanks to Frontier Chevrolet for helping with that program there. And they're going to be giving one of those away each month, I believe it is, to a deserving student here in Overton County. And while we're talking about sponsors, let's take a moment to thank our sponsors here on Overton Events: Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, Frontier Chevrolet, W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, and Milton Rains and Family, our sponsors here on Overton Events. Go out and support our sponsors. Let them know you appreciate them sponsoring these events here on our YouTube channel. And go to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing to subscribe, just helps us grow our channel, helps us be able to do more and more events here on our YouTube channel. Also streaming on our Facebook page at Overton Events, on our homepage at Overton Events, also on the Overton County News website. Wayne Farrell carrying us tonight on Twin Lakes Television Channel 951. Thank you to Wayne for making this broadcast possible for our folks on Twin Lakes Television to be able to see these live broadcasts also of the Overton County basketball here on Overton Events. Allons with the 23-18 lead. Let's look at the scoring in the first half for Allons as they're being led by Jaylee Johnson. 8 points at halftime for Johnson. 7 in the first half for Aubrey McLaren. 4 points at halftime for Annie Vaughn. 2 at halftime for Mia Hughes. 2 in the first half for Aubrey Garrett to give the Hawks their total of 23. For Livingston, they're being led by Kinsey King. 12 points at halftime for King to lead all scorers, the only player in the game in double figures for either team. 4 points at halftime for Jaden Stang. 2 in the first half for Harley Walker. Livingston got to the free throw line 12 times. They made 4 of 12 from the free throw line. Allons got the free throw line 13 times. They made 5 of 13 from the free throw line. Neither team has made a three-point field goal in the first half, and Livingston with possession to start the second half. Stang, right side jumper from 12 is no good. Long rebound, McLaren. McLaren now to Johnson. Fouls may be a big issue as this game goes along, as we'll talk about that in a moment. Harris there at the half-court circle. Harris dribbling there for the Lady Hawks to McLaren. Inside they go to Hughes. They double team. Hughes works her way around it. Good job Pritchard coming over to help. Pritchard will block Johnson. She got a couple of blocks on that series. Stang now with the outlet to King. Can she save it? Kinsey will save it to Hammock. Hammock now to Stang on the left side. Her shot blocked by Johnson cleanly, and Johnson will take it out of the air. Jaylee falling down. Will keep control, though. We'll save it now to Harris. Harris now in the front court to McLaren. McLaren inside off the hands of Hughes and out of bounds. Was it touched? It was not. It will go to Livingston. Hammock to throw in. Let's talk about the fouls for Allons. They've got Aubrey Garrett with 3. 2 apiece for Jaylee Johnson, Mia Hughes, Bella Harris, and Aubrey McLaren. As the ball knocked away by Allons, it will stay with Livingston. For Livingston, they've got Harley Walker and Ariana Pritchard with 3. 2 apiece for Lexi Hammock, Kinsey King, and Amnesty Cannon. Harris in the front court loses control, taken away by Hammock. Then a jump ball going to be called. Arrow going to give it to Allons as they'll play it in on the end line. Now the board has Allons. Now they corrected it. Will go to the Lady Hawks as Johnson stepping out to throw in. Goes inside Hughes. Hughes double team. Jumper banking good. Mia Hughes to score her first field goal of the game. She's got 4. Walker in the front court. Pass stolen by Johnson. Johnson quickly in the front court. She'll drive. Right side jumper, no good. Hammock with the rebound. That jumper by Hughes gives Allons their biggest lead of the night. Cannon has it tied up by Hughes, and the arrow this time is going to give it to Livingston. I said Cannon. That's Pritchard being tied up by Hughes, as the arrow will stay with Livingston, with Walker stepping out to throw in for the Lady Tigers. Plays it into Hammock up top. Hammock tried to go inside to Pritchard. Pritchard will make the catch, then have it taken away by Hughes. Hughes now to Harris. Harris quickly in the front court for Allons. Harris on the left baseline will pull up from 17. Jumper's no good. Rebound Hammock. She has it taken away by Hughes. Now to Johnson. Right side layup good, and she is fouled. Jaylee Johnson has a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Is the foul going to go on Lexi Hammock? That will be her third. Johnson into double figures, as she's got 10 now, as McLaren leaving the lineup for Allons, as Garrett will come back in replacing her. Johnson trying to complete an old-fashioned three-point play of her own. Johnson, free throw is bouncing, no good. Hughes will tap the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds. It will go off of Allons. It will go to Livingston. Hammock to throw in to King. King back to Hammock. Hammock now to bring it front court. They look to double team. Hammock with it. Hammock now to Stang. Inside tried to hit Pritchard. Johnson knocked it away. It goes right to Hammock. Her left-hand layup no good, but a foul going to be called on Allons. I think they got Johnson there. The official underneath didn't make the call, and that's what makes it so tough to be able to tell which official is going to make the call. Hammock's jumper is no good. King with an offensive rebound to Walker. Now to Stang. Stang inside to Hammock. Left-hand layup bouncing no good. Pritchard with an offensive rebound. But they'll call her for being on the back of Jaylee Johnson. Pritchard will pick up her fourth. Pritchard, the first player in the game with 4 fouls. And she picks up number 4 with 3:51 to play in the third. Johnson goes inbounds Harris. Harris double teamed in the backcourt. They bump heads there, and they jump ball going to be called, and the arrow is going to give it to Livingston. Cannon going to come back in for Livingston. She'll replace Pritchard, who'll sit down with the 4 fouls. Hammock stepping out to throw in. She'll play it in left side to Stang. Stang to King now. Right side Cannon. Cannon on the baseline. They double team. Hughes will take it away. Hughes now to Johnson wanting to run. Johnson top of the key now for Allons. Her pass taken away by King. King ahead to Walker. Walker going to drive. And as she goes, a foul going to be called on Harris. Foul will go on Bella Harris. She'll pick up her third. Team second here in the second half. No free throw yet. They will say she's shooting. Harley Walker will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. As Annie Vaughn ready to check in the next opportunity for Allons. Walker, first of 2 is good. Harley, her first made free throw. She's now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Vaughn going to come in, replacing Carly Ledbetter, who will sit down. Walker to shoot a second free throw, trying to make this a 7-point lead for Allons. This one's on the way. This one's good. So Walker makes them both there, cuts the lead down to 7 at 27-20. Johnson against pressure to Harris. Harris now works it front court on the dribble. Harris works it between the circles. Left side they go to Garrett. Garrett now to Johnson. High post now. Vaughn. Vaughn on the block to Harris. Her jumper's no good. Rebound tapped, and a foul going to be called on Allons. Foul will go on Annie Vaughn. She'll pick up her first. Team's third here in the second half. So Livingston to play the ball in on the end line with Hammock stepping out to throw in. Hammock now to Stang. Stang double teamed in the backcourt to Hammock. Hammock inside Cannon. Didn't catch it clean. She'll swing it to King. Right side 3 is no good. Rebound fought for inside. Stang and Vaughn are going to tie it up. And the arrow is going to give it to Allons halfway through the third quarter, with Allons leading 27-20. Johnson to play the ball in. Johnson to Harris against pressure by Livingston. Now to Hughes. Hughes in the front court on the dribble. Hughes Works her way to the block on the right side. Jumper's no good. Hammock with the rebound for Livingston. Hammock with the outlet, and King run it down. She'll save it on the baseline. King now works her way to the elbow. To Stang, right elbow jumper, bouncing no good. Cannon taps the rebound. Hammock will get to it for Livingston. Now to King, left wing three ball is off the front of the rim, no good. Stang with the offensive board, back up and in. Jaden Stang with the offensive rebound and putback. She's got her 6th point, and now a foul going to be called on Livingston. That is Harley Walker picking up her 4th. So Walker has 4, Pritchard has 4, Theobald going to check in, replacing Walker here for Livingston. McLaren coming back in for Allen. She'll replace Vaughn, as it will be Johnson playing the ball into Harris. Harris now across the timeline, working at the half-court circle. Right side, McLaren. McLaren in the corner to Garrett. 16-foot short corner jumper is good. Aubrey Garrett. Garrett with 2 in the quarter. She's got 4 in the game. And now whistle stopping play, and a timeout going to be called by Livingston. They'll take it with 2:09 to play in the third, and Allen's leading 29-22. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Porticello Italian Restaurant, W&O Construction, Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascott Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, and Livingston Regional Hospital. Livingston to play the ball in, and a 7-point Allen's lead as the inbounds goes to Theobald. Theobald left side jumper banking no good. Hughes with the rebound for Allen. She got away with a double dribble. As the outlet going to be knocked away, Johnson trying to save it. It'll go off her hands and out of bounds, and the basketball will go to Livingston. They'll play it in on the inline with Hammock to throw in against pressure by Allens. Hammock will go inbounds to King. King back to Hammock across the timeline. The front court they go to Stang. Stang will drive, cut off by Hughes. Back out King, right wing three ball by Kinsey is no good. Rebound on the floor, Harris will come up with it. Harris leading the break, she'll drive the left side, layup no good. Rebound fought for down low as McLaren and Cannon will tie it up, and the arrow is going to give it to Livingston. Lady Tigers will play it in on the inline with Theobald stepping out to throw in to King against the 1-2-1-1 pressure. Now to Hammock. Hammock picks up the dribble in the backcourt, and a travel going to be called. Walk against Livingston will give the basketball back to Allens. It'll be Johnson stepping out to throw in right in front of the scorer's table as she'll play it into Harris. Harris now against this 1-2-2 matchup zone by Livingston. Right side to Johnson. Down low, Hughes on the block. Her jumper banking good, Mia Hughes. Hughes inside with 4 in the quarter. She's got 6 in the game. The lead back to 9, matching their biggest at 31-22. Johnson with the steal. Johnson quickly in the front court for Allens. Johnson will drive, shot block, foul called on Kinsey King. King will pick up her 3rd. Team's 4th here in the second half. Will put Johnson on the free throw line to shoot 2. Jaylee going there with 1:14 to play in the 3rd quarter. Looking to give Allens a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. Free throw by Johnson is banking, no good. She'll shoot a 2nd for the Lady Hawks. She leads them with 10 points. Kinsey King leads all scorers with 12. 2nd free throw good, so Johnson makes 1 out of 2. He's got 11 now for the Lady Hawks, and the lead is 10, 32-22, and Hughes has a steal. Harris on the baseline, Garrett. Garrett driving to the rim, jumper no good. Hughes with the rebound, back to Garrett. Garrett now to Harris. Left side three ball in the air is rimming, no good. Cannon with the rebound, but McLaren took it away. McLaren now to Johnson, she walked with it. Shuffled the feet before making the entry pass to Hughes. We're under a minute to play in the 3rd with Allens leading 32-22 here in Livingston. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. Let everybody know that you're able to watch these games here on our channel, as the foul going to be called on Mia Hughes, and she'll pick up her 3rd. Team's fourth here in the second half as Vaughn going to check back in for Allen. She'll come in replacing Hughes with 53 seconds to play in the third quarter. It'll be Theobald playing the ball into Hammock. Hammock, left side jumper from 18, banking no good. Cannon taps the rebound, but McLaren controls it. McLaren quickly in the front court for the Lady Hawks on the right side. Up top, Harris. Harris took a look at the three, can't get away with the bigger King guarding her. Garrett in the corner now to Johnson. Pass deflected, it's loose, but Harris will get to it. Right side, McLaren. Her jumper from 15 on the right side, rims out, rebound Stang. Stang, good outlet pass to King. King gets control, left-hand layup, rolling, no good. Rebound taken away by McLaren. McLaren now to Harris as she takes a look at the clock. They're going to slow it down and try to hold for the last shot of the third quarter, it looks like. Harris now tried to hit McLaren. Cannon knocked it away, but they'll call a push on Amnesty Cannon, and she'll pick up her third. Let's see, three. Jumper by Theobald is no good, and we're through three. After three complete, it's Allens 32, Livingston 22, back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Live events here. Let's take a moment to ask you to do a little something for us, if you don't mind. We would love to have you subscribe to our YouTube page. Just click on the YouTube icon at the lower right-hand corner. Once you click on that, that will pull up the YouTube page, and it will pull up a subscribe button. It will be red. Just click that subscribe button. Won't cost you anything to subscribe. Never will cost you anything to subscribe. That's just a
Johnson, Garrett, and McLaren. 33 fouls called by these two officials here through three quarters. We'll probably break 40 before the night's over as the inbound goes to Rudd. Rudd in the front court. Long pass will get to Garrett. Down low, Vaughn posting up. Vaughn will drive. Shot blocked by Stang, but a foul going to be called on Jaden Stang. Stang, believe it or not, will pick up her first. Team sixth here in the second half, and this will put Annie Vaughn at the free throw line to shoot two free throws, though, as she's fouled in the act of shooting. Free throw by Vaughn is good. Annie with one in the quarter. She's got 5 in the game. Extends the lead to 11 for the first time at 33-22. Vaughn shooting a second free throw. That one's on the way. That one's no good. McLaren, though, with an offensive rebound. Then she has it knocked away, and a foul going to be called on Aubrey Theobald. Theobald will pick up her first, the 1-and-1 here for McLaren, as Aubrey will go to the free throw line for the Lady Hawks. She's 1 of 1 from the line in the game, dribbling the basketball there. Free throw on the way. That one's no good. Didn't catch rim, and the basketball will go to Livingston. Hammock to throw in on the baseline to King. Back to Hammock. Hammock now will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles around the double team. Hammock. Free throw line, Stang. Her jumper there is good. Jaden Stang. Stang with her 8th point. Cuts the lead back to single digits at 33-24. Rudd in the front court to Johnson. In the corner now to McLaren. Down low, Vaughn posting up. Goes in the lane, Johnson. Her jumper's good. Jaylee Johnson. Johnson with 13 now for the Lady Hawks. As the ball knocked free from King. It's loose. Finally, Vaughn going to get to it. To Johnson. Johnson on the right wing will pick up the dribble. In the corner, McLaren. Back to Johnson. Kane in the lane. Her jumper's good. Jaylee Johnson. A couple of quick buckets by Johnson will extend the lead to 13 at 37-24 with 5:03 to play in the fourth quarter. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. W&O Construction, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, Farmers Insurance, Rick Savage, Maynard's Automotive, Hall Funeral Home, Bullseye Security, Exit Realty, Livingston Dairy Queen, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Jerry's IGA, Highway Tire, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Milton Rains and Family, Livingston Regional Hospital, Lucky Red Stables, Oakley Equipment Rental, Wayne's Grill, Wascon Incorporated, Willow Grove Marina, Livingston Family Healthcare, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Overton County News, R&M Family Pharmacy, E.B. Gray Jewelry, First Church, and Frontier Chevrolet. Hammock goes inbounds to King, right back to Hammock, now to Theobald to bring it front court, and a reach going to be called on Allens. This will go on Annie Vaughn. She'll pick up her second. Team foul number 5 in the second half against Allens. Left side jumper by Hammock is no good. Long rebound going to kick out of bounds. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball going to go to Allons. Minute gone here in the fourth quarter, with Allons leading 37-24. Johnson will bring it front court to McLaren running. Down low, Vaughn. Vaughn fall away on the right block. No good. Johnson with the offensive rebound. Back up and in. Jaylee having a big fourth quarter. She's got 6 in the quarter, 17 in the game. Cannon in the front court on the right side. Going to be bumped and fouled by Vaughn, and Vaughn's picked up her third. All coming here in the second half. That's team foul number 6 on Allons, as Pritchard and Walker will return. Cannon and Theobald going to sit down. Walker stepping out to throw in. She'll play it in right side on the baseline. Down low, Stang. Stang has it knocked away by Allons. That was Rudd there to punch it away. Then foul going to be called on Jayla Rudd. Rudd will pick up her first, team 7th. This will put Jaden Stang at the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Stang at the free throw line. Puts this one on the way. Bouncing good. Stang with a chance to go into double figures now for Livingston. She's got 3 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Second free throw coming up here from Jaden as she'll step back up there for the Lady Tigers. This one's on the way. This one's good. Stang makes them both there. She's now 2 of 3 from the free throw line, has 10 points in the game. Hughes in the front court to McLaren. McLaren on the right baseline. Stang defended it well and got the rebound. Now to Hammock. And Hammock going to be called for steps. Hammock trying to make that outlet to Ariana Pritchard. Took an extra step, and the turnover by Livingston will give it back to Allons. Johnson to throw in. We'll play it into Rudd. Rudd now across the timeline. Working at top of the key. Right side McLaren. Her 3 on the right side's no good. Hammock with the rebound. Her outlet going to be stolen though by Johnson. Johnson now to Hughes, and a reach going to be called on King. Kenzie King will pick up her 4th. Team's 8th. So this is a 1-and-1 here for Mia Hughes. Stepping to the free throw line with 4:08 to play in the fourth quarter. Carly Ledbetter ready to check in for the next opportunity. It's the 1-and-1. That's now as she'll come in replacing Aubrey Garrett. Hughes at the line with 6 points on the night. Free throw by Mia is good. Made the front end. She'll get the bonus. She missed her first 4 free throws. Now she's made 3 in a row to go 3 of 7 from the free throw line. Can get to 50%. She knocks down this one. Puts this one on the way. That one rimmed out. Talked about it and shouldn't have. King now going to be fouled by Johnson, and Johnson's picked up number 4. So Johnson has her 4th. We'll walk to the other end where Kenzie King will go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1 on team foul number 8 against Allons. King stepping up there with 12 points, leading all scorers tonight. She's been to the line 6 times, has made 4 of 6. Make it 5 of 7 as that one settles softly into the nylon. She's got her 13th point. Jaylee Johnson leading all scorers with 17 for Allons. Second free throw by King. That one's good again. Made them both there. She's got 14. The lead cut to 12 now, 40-28. Hughes, long pass to McLaren on the right side. She was wide open for 3, didn't take it. Goes back to Rudd. Rudd now to Harris. Harris left baseline to Johnson. Back to where that's Ledbetter. Ledbetter now to Rudd. Rudd, right side McLaren. Down low Hughes, right corner Johnson. Spotted for 3. That one's rimming, no good. McLaren with an offensive rebound. McLaren inside Hughes. Hughes finds Johnson on the right block. Her jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Hammock for Livingston. The outlet to King running. King right side layup. Rolling, no good. Pritchard will tap the rebound, but they'll say McLaren touched it last. And the basketball will stay with Livingston with Walker stepping out to throw in. Walker plays it left side Hammock, and she walked with it. Little indecision there. Wasn't sure if she was going to pass it or drive to the rim, and the travel going to give it back to Allons as McLaren going to sit down. Garrett will come in replacing her. Johnson to throw in on the end line. Lob to Hughes. Back to Johnson stepping inbound. Johnson quickly in the front court. Right baseline Garrett. Garrett back to Johnson on the block. Her fall away banking, no good. Hughes with an offensive rebound, blocked by Stang. Ball is loose. Johnson will get to it. Now to Ledbetter. Ledbetter to Rudd. Rudd at the half-court circle, walked with the basketball. Yeah, she picked up the pivot foot, kind of hopped a little bit there, and the turnover. Going to give the basketball back to Livingston. As they are changing basketballs. I don't know if they played most of this second half with a boys' ball, it looks like. Inbounds goes to King. King now to Hammock. Hammock. Her pass stolen away by Johnson. Johnson quickly in the front court. Johnson drops it off to Hughes on the right side. Back to Johnson. We're halfway through the fourth quarter. Johnson's jumper for two is no good. Stang with the rebound. Her outlet going to be stolen by Rudd, and a foul going to be called on Livingston. I don't know who they got. I think it's Hammock picking up her fourth, but I couldn't be sure. This will put Jayla Rudd on the free throw line to shoot still the 1-and-1. As she steps up there with 2:58 to play in the fourth. Free throw by Rudd is good. Jayla has her first point of the game. Second free throw coming up as Allons extends the lead back to 13 at 41-28. They've been in control since midway through the third. Second free throw by Rudd. Banks home again. So she makes them both. Extends the lead to 14 at 42-28. Inbounds goes to King. Long pass to Stang. Stang right side. Her jumper's banking no good. Rebound Hammock back up no good, but Hughes is going to be called for her fourth. Team's ninth, but two shots here for Lexi Hammock as Annie Vaughn going to check back in. Hammock at the line for the first time, looking for her first point of the game from here at the free throw line with 2:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Hammock puts this one on the way and knocks it down. Hammock with her first point. Second free throw coming up here. She'll step back up there for the Lady Tigers. This one's on the way. This one's rolling no good. Rebound taken away by Johnson for Allons. Johnson. Now we'll bring it front court on the dribble. Johnson down low. Vaughn posting up. Vaughn in the lane to Rudd. Her jumper in front's no good. Garrett with the offensive rebound. Blocked by Stang. Rebound taken away by King. Then Vaughn going to reach in and tie her up. And the arrow is going to give it to Livingston. Lady Tigers will play it in. Before they do, Harris going to come back in, replacing Rudd as Hammock stepping out to throw in. Hammock will play it in on the inline with 2.5 to play in the game. Hammock now to Walker. Walker picks up the dribble. And they'll draw the foul on Bella Harris. Didn't see her anywhere close to that one, but that's number 4 on Harris and number 10 on Allons, and this will put Walker on the free throw line to shoot 2. Walker stepping up there for the Lady Tigers. Free throws on the way, and no good. Ledbetter going to leave. McLaren will come in replacing her. Livingston made their first 7 in a row from the free throw line in the second half. Now they missed 2 in a row. Second free throw by Walker. That one's good as she makes 1 out of 2. She's now 3 of 6 from the free throw line, has 5 points in the game. Harris in the front court for Allons. Harris looking to drive, works her way inside now to McLaren. McLaren down low off Vaughn, taken away by King. King now with the outlet to Walker. Walker will drive. Her jumper on the right side, banking no good. McLaren with the rebound. McLaren now to Harris. Harris quickly in the front court. Left baseline they go to Garrett. Garrett back up top. McLaren between the circles. Pass deflected. It's knocked away, but it goes to Johnson. Johnson right side 3 ball is good. Jaylee Johnson. First 3 of the game coming from Johnson. She's got 9 in the quarter, 20 in the game to lead all scorers. King in the front court now to Stang. Stang double team goes to Hammock. Hammock at the left elbow on the baseline. Walker, her jumper from 10's good. Harley Walker. Walker with 7 now for Livingston. Johnson to Harris. Harris will bring it front court, working on the left side. Harris will take the deep 3 on that left side. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound coming away to Stang. Now to King. King will drive. Her runner on the right side, no good. But a push going to be called on Aubrey Garrett, and she'll pick up her 4th. Double bonus here for Kinsey King. She was shooting anyway, so she'll go to the free throw line to shoot a couple here. King with 2 points here in the quarter. She's got 14 in the game. One of two players in double figures for Livingston. Free throw by King, though, is no good. She'll have a second opportunity. 1:27 to play fourth quarter. She'll step back up there for the Lady Tigers. Dribbling the basketball there. This one's on the way. This one's good. So she makes 1 out of 2 to score her 15th. Johnson now to McLaren. McLaren in the front court for Allons. Right baseline, they go to Garrett. Garrett's jumper from 10's no good. Rebound taken away by Hammock, and she's going to be fouled by Johnson, and she'll foul out. Or we've got her with 5. We'll wait and see. Now they say 4 on Johnson. So it'll be Lexi Hammock going to the line to shoot 2. Hammock stepping up there with 1:18 to play in the fourth. Free throw by Hammock is good. Like I said, with these officials, you're just kind of guessing sometimes who the foul is on. She'll shoot a second here. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound on the floor. King will get to it, to Hammock. Hammock, right side jumper from 17, banking no good. Walker had the rebound. Johnson knocked it away. Hammock recovers it. Now to Stang, right wing King. 3 ball in the air by Kinsey is good. Kinsey King with the first 3 of the game for Livingston. She's got 6 in the quarter, 18 in the game, and whistle stopping play here. The officials saying something to the players here for both teams as Johnson goes inbounds to Harris. Right back to Johnson, now quickly back to Harris. We're under a minute to play in the fourth as Johnson brings it front court. Johnson going to drive, and foul going to be called on Stang. Jaden Stang will pick up her second, team's 10th, so 2 shots here for Jaylee Johnson as she'll step to the free throw line with 20 tonight for the Lady Hawks. Rudd going to come back in, replacing McLaren. 55 seconds to play in the fourth. Johnson. They said 1 and 1, but I've got them with 10. But you never know. Free throw here, no good, so it was the 1 and 1. And double dribble going to be called on Hammock. So the basketball will go to Allons. Johnson stepping out to throw in with 51 seconds to play in the game. Johnson goes inbounds to Garrett. They double team. Garrett now to Rudd. Left side Harris. Harris works her way in the paint. Floater in front. Good. Bella Harris. Harris with her first 2 of the night. Allons leads by 10 again, 47-37. King now to Walker in the front court. Walker will drive as she goes. She's going to be bumped, and the ball will go off Walker and out of bounds, and it will go to Allons with 34 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Johnson inbounds to Garrett on the far side. Stang will take it away. Stang now to Walker. Walker will drive. She has it stolen away by Harris. Harris now quickly in the front court with 20 seconds to play. Harris gets control now to Johnson. Johnson to Garrett. Back to Harris. Harris dribbling with the left hand. Now to Rudd. Rudd going to be pushed and fouled by Hammock. Hammock will be called for the foul. That's her 5th. She'll foul out for Livingston. Lexi fouling out with 2 points. Aubrey Theobald will come in replacing her. This will put Jayla Rudd at the free throw line shooting 2, and the first one's good. Rudd with her 3rd point, all from the free throw line with 12 seconds to play here in the fourth. Allen's going to go to 9 and 6. They're going to go to 5 and 2 in county play. Second free throw's no good. Rebound taken away by Vaughn. Vaughn then will throw it away. King with the steal to Stang. Stang will drive. Her jumper on the right side is going to be good. As time continuing to tick away, and that will be your final score. They'll blow the whistle, and I think they were going to call another foul. I think they feel cheated now because they didn't get a chance to. But the final score will be Allons 48, Livingston 39, as Allons, as we said, goes to 9 and 6. They go to 5 and 2 in county play. Livingston drops to 5 and 9 overall. They go to 2 and 5 in county play. Let's check the scoring for the Lady Tigers. Lexi Hammock with 2 points in the game. 7 points scored tonight by Harley Walker. It was 18 on the night for Kinsey King. 12 points in the game for Jaden Stang to give them their total of 39. For Allons, they were led tonight by Jaylee Johnson as she ends up with 21 on the night to lead all scorers. 4 points in the game for Aubrey Garrett. 3 tonight for Jayla Rudd. 7 points scored tonight by Mia Hughes. 2 in the game for Bella Harris. 5 points scored tonight by Annie Vaughn. 7 in the game for Aubrey McLaren to give them their total of 48. I do want to count up the fouls for you as we end this one up. Let's see, for Allons, they had 5, 9, 10, 14, 18, 21, 23 fouls committed by Allons. For Livingston, they had 5, 9, 13, 15, 16, 20, 23. So each team with 23, 46 fouls called in this girls' game between Allons and Livingston. Allons wins it 48-39 in the girls' matchup. We'll take this little break. We'll have the boys' game coming up right after this. Allons girls get the win, and the girls matchup wrapping up just a little bit ago as Allons wins it 48-39 over the middle school. 46 fouls called in that one. So let's wait and see what happens here. I hope they check the basketball as they played most of the second half with a boys' ball in that girls' game, so hopefully they'll take care of that here. But Allons, the boys, on a pretty good run this season as they are 13-3 overall. 6-0 in Overton County play. The middle school 3-10 overall. They're 3-3 in Overton County play. Allons coached by Chris Stacy. He's assisted by Timmy Ray and Derek Harris, and they'll start like this. They'll go with number 1, Carter Harris. Number 10, Mark Ogletree. Number 13, Parker Beachboard. Number 15, Lucas Simmons. And number 21, Jagger Hammock. The starting 5 for the Hawks of Allons Elementary School, dressed in the road black, the gold numbers, the white trim on the basketball uniforms. For Livingston, Tigers coached by Robert Godsey. They'll start number 3, Diego Hernandez. Number 11, Brandon Bowman. Number 13, Dominic Cook. Also number 30, Jay Cantrell. And number 34, Wyatt Garrett. The starting 5 for the Tigers, dressed in the home white, the blue numbers, the gray trim on the basketball uniforms for Livingston. As we get ready to get this one underway, Allen's already on the floor. They're going to get Lucas Simmons into the center circle to jump. As we get ready to get this one underway here tonight from Livingston Middle School. Happy to have you with us here on Overton Events. As Cantrell going to step in for Livingston. Jay Cantrell there to jump for the Tigers. Ball in the air, tap control by Livingston. Hernandez with it in the front court. His pass knocked away by Beachboard and out of bounds. Touch last by Allons. Basketball going to stay with Livingston as Bowman will step out to throw in to Cook. Cook dribbling up top, left side, Bowman. Down low they go to Garrett, knocked away, and a foul going to be called on Ogletree. Mark Ogletree will pick up his first foul of the game, coming with 7 seconds gone in the first quarter. They're even ahead of their normal pace. Bowman goes inbounds, Cantrell. Cantrell has it knocked away by Hammock, but it rolls right to Bowman. Down low, Cantrell, he'll drive, layup no good. Simmons with the rebound for Allons. Simmons now to Hammock to bring it front court. As he'll work it, left side to Beachboard. Parker with an open look at a 3. That one's off the back of the iron, no good. Hernandez with the rebound. Hammock trying to take it away. Going to be called for the foul for Allons. He signaled 20, but I think it's 21. There's not a 20 out there, so we'll go with 21 as he was the one there. Second foul called against Allons in the first half. Cantrell, right side, Bowman. Bowman up top to Cook. Cook down low, Garrett posting up. Garrett lost control for a moment. They double team, and now Ogletree going to reach in and tie him up, and the arrow going to give it to Allons. Stepping out to throw in will be Carter Harris as Harris plays it in to Hammock. Hammock now to bring it front court on the dribble for the Hawks. Against this 2-3 zone by Livingston. Ogletree, left side Beachboard, he'll drive. Floater on the baseline, no good. Rebound Harris with another chance for Allons. Kicks it out to Beachboard, but that one's out of bounds, and the turnover will give it back to Livingston. Cook stepping out to throw in against 2-2-1 pressure. Now by Allons. Inbounds goes Hernandez to Cook in the middle of that pressure. Cook now to Bowman across the timeline. Right side, Cantrell. Cantrell back to Bowman on the right wing. His pass deflected and stolen by Hammock, and a reach going to be called on Jay Cantrell. Cantrell will pick up the first foul of the game against Livingston. That's not a bad foul there. It took away a sure 2 points by Allons and gives Livingston a chance to set up their defense as the inbounds goes to Hammock. To Beachboard, high post, Ogletree made a tough catch, drops it down low. Harris, his layup's good, and a foul going to be called on Livingston. Foul going to go on Wyatt Garrett. He'll pick up his first, team's second. Harris spins that one home for his first two of the game. Puts Allons in front 2-0 with 4:49 to play in the first quarter. Good pass from Mark Ogletree there. Kind of just over his head with that pass, and Harris spins it in with the left hand. Free throw by Harris is good. Complete the old-fashioned three-point play and put the Hawks in front 3-0. Cook will get the pass to Bowman. Bowman dribbling against the pressure, brings it front court. Cook. Cook will pull up on the right side. His fall away is no good. Rebound Ogletree for Allons. Ogletree now to Hammock. Hammock will bring it front court on the dribble. Hammock works it left side to Harris. Harris back to Hammock. Hammock dribbling between the circles. High post Ogletree at the free throw line. Right side beach board. Down low Simmons posting up. His jumper's no good, but Cantrell may have just picked up number 2. It will go on Jay Cantrell. He'll pick up his second, team's third here in the first half, and this will put Lucas Simmons on the free throw line to shoot 2. Simmons going there for the Hawks. I don't think they started the clock there. That's his first point of the game. Allen scores the first 4. A second free throw coming up from Simmons, dribbling the basketball there. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound kicking out long. Hammock will try to save it. It'll go off Allens and out of bounds. Touch last by the Hawks. It's going to go to Livingston. Cook goes inbounds. Bowman. Long pass ahead to Garrett on the left side. Garrett cut off on the baseline. Tried to go back to Bowman. And what have we got? A push going to be called on Allens. It'll go on number 1, Carter Harris, picking up his first. Team's third here in the first half. So it'll be Livingston playing the ball in on the sideline with Bowman stepping out to throw in. Bowman's pass deflected away. It's loose. Finally, Cantrell will get to it going in the backcourt. Cantrell now will cross over, and a foul going to be called here. Let's see who they've got. It's going to go on Jay Cantrell, and that's his third. He picks up number 3 in less than 2 minutes. He'll pick it up with 4:04 to play in the first quarter, and that will get Ramsey Hayes up off the Livingston bench checking in. The inbounds goes to Hammock. Hammock brings it across the timeline. High post Ogletree tried to hit Harris. Ball knocked away. It's loose and out of bounds off of Simmons. Touched last by Allens. Basketball going to go to Livingston. Hernandez to throw in to Cook. Cook now against the 2-2-1 pressure. Picks up the dribble. He'll lob it to Garrett in the front court. Garrett double team. They try to reach in and tie him up, and they're going to call the foul on Beachboard. Parker Beachboard will pick up his first. Team foul number 4 against Allens here in the first half. Livingston's been called for 4 as well. Bowman stepping out to throw in. Plays it into Hernandez. Pass deflected and stolen by Beachboard. Beachboard tried to hit Hammock. It bounces to Simmons. Now to Hammock. His layup no good. Simmons with the rebound back up. No good. Rebound Harris back up. No good, but a foul going to be called on Livingston. It's going to go on Wyatt Garrett. He'll pick up his second. Team's 5th here in the first half, and this will put Carter Harris on the free throw line to shoot 2. Harris going there for the Hawks, where he is 1 of 1 from the free throw line, has 3 points in the game. Free throw by the lefty is no good. He'll have a second opportunity. Stepping back up there. Second free throw by Harris. That one rims out. Rebound to Hayes. Hayes now to Garrett. Garrett, long pass ahead. Tried to hit Bowman. It's knocked away. Was it touched? Last by Allens. No, it goes off of Livingston as the Tigers going to get Coy Smith in the ballgame for the first time. He'll replace Wyatt Garrett. Beachboard goes inbounds to Hammock to bring it across the timeline. Hammock working the ball at the half-court stripe. High post Ogletree. Right side Simmons. Simmons down low Ogletree. Ogletree left side Beachboard. Open look at a 3. That one's no good. Simmons with the offensive rebound. Simmons fall away on the baseline. Good. Lucas Simmons. Simmons with his first field goal. He's got 3 points on the night. Hayes inside tried to hit Smith. Ogletree will knock it away, and Ogletree will pick up his first. It's his second. Second foul on Ogletree. Team foul number 5 against Allens here in the first half. As Bowman stepping out to throw in. Bowman plays it right side to Cook. Cook dribbling on the right wing. Hammock knocked it away. Cook will try to save it, but Hammock steps in front to intercept. Hammock, the outlet to Beachboard driving. Left-hand layup, good. Parker Beachboard. Beachboard using the body to shield the defender to get him to the rim. Lays it up and in for his first 2. There's a steal by Harris. Down low, Hammock. Left side layup, no good. Rebound Hernandez, and a reach going to be called on Allens. Foul will go on Parker Beachboard. That's his second. Already number 6 against Allens as they get number 32, Mason Bowles, in the ballgame for the first time. He'll replace Mark Ogletree. So Livingston in the bonus for the next 2:44 of the first quarter and the entire second quarter. Bowman's pass taken away by Harris. Then Bowman took it back, but he can't save it from going out of bounds. It'll go off Livingston. Touched last by the Tigers. Allons to play it in on the inline. Carter Harris will throw into Simmons. Wide open underneath. Layup good. Lucas Simmons. Nobody found him for Livingston. He's wide open at the rim for his 5th point on the layup. Bowman has it go off his foot. No, it went off Simmons, they said. And it will go to Livingston. Cook stepping out to throw in. Cook plays the ball in to Bowman. Bowman hands off now to Cook. Cook dribbling with the left hand against this 2-3 zone by Allons. They'll skip it. Hernandez. He'll drive. And a foul going to be called. We'll wait and see. It's going to go on Mason Bowles. Had to be sure because you never know. That's number 7 on Allons, and it will put Hernandez on the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Hernandez stepping up there for the first time with 2:07 to play in the first quarter. Allons leading 10-0. Free throw is good. It's Livingston on the board with the free throw to make it a 10-1 game. He'll shoot a second here for the Tigers. This one's on the way. This one's good. So Hernandez makes them both. 10-2 now. Allons leading as Hammock will bring it front court. Hammock left side beach board. Beach board had it go off his hands. Oh, it's deflected by Bowman as Bowman knocked it away. Beach board to throw in. Goes underneath to Harris. Harris too far underneath. Forces up a shot. No good. Bowles, though, with an offensive rebound to Simmons. High post, they go to Harris. Harris will drive. His floater inside, rolling, no good. Bowles, another rebound, back up, no good, but a foul going to be called on Livingston. And Mason Bowles will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul will go on Coy Smith. He'll pick up his first, team 6th. So Bowles to the line to shoot 2 here for Allons. 1:45 to play first quarter. As he will step up there for the first time. Free throw by Bowles is no good. Remains an 8-point Allons lead, 10-2. Bowles to shoot a second here. He'll step back up there for the Hawks. This one on the way. This one banking, no good, but a lane violation would have taken it away even if it went. Lane violation against Bowles, so Livingston to play the ball in on the inline. Hernandez to Bowman. Bowman now to Cook. Allen still in that 2-2-1 pressure to Hernandez. Hernandez will bring it front court. Lob to Smith, but over his head and out of bounds. Turnover by Livingston. We'll give it right back to Allons. Hawks will play it in on the inline. As they'll throw it in. No, they'll say it goes to Livingston. Inbounds goes to Bowman on the right side. Now to Cook. His right side 3. High arcing shot, no good. Rebound Harris. Harris now to Simmons. Simmons to Beachboard on the right side. Beachboard will swing it now to Hammock. Hammock. High post they go to Simmons. Simmons from 14. Jumper bouncing, no good. Rebound taken away by Harris. Right side Beachboard. Beachboard back to Harris, and inside a 3-second call against Bowles will give the basketball back to Livingston. Ogletree going to check in. He'll replace Mason Bowles. Coming back in the ball game as Hernandez will play the ball in to Cook. Cook. Dangerous pass, but gets to Bowman. Bowman back to Cook to bring it front court. Cook on the right side will pick up the dribble. His pass deflected and stolen. Beachboard with the steal. Beachboard to the rim. Layup blocked away by Bowman. Taken away by Cook. Cook then has it knocked away by Hammock. Beachboard gets to it. His driving layup no good, but Cook will foul him. And Beachboard will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul going to go on Dominic Cook. Picking up his first. Team 7th, but 2 shots here for Parker Beachboard as he'll step to the free throw line for the first time. 10-2, the Allons lead as Beachboard going there for his first free throw attempt of the game. This one's on the way. This one's no good. This is the 9th free throw attempt of the game for Allons. We've only got 55 seconds to play in the first quarter. They've already shot 9. Second free throw by Beachboard is good, so he makes 1 out of 2. 3 points in the game for Beachboard as Hernandez to play the ball in. Hernandez goes inbounds Bowman. Bowman quickly in the front court. Tried to hit Hayes breaking to the bucket. Led him too much. The ball out of bounds to Allons. Allons to play it in now to Hammock. Hammock will bring it front court on the dribble. Hammock inside Ogletree. Left corner beach board spotted for three. That one's bouncing, no good. Rebound taken away by Bowman for Livingston. Bowman now to Cook. Cook will bring it across the timeline. Cook up top now to Bowman. Bowman now to Hernandez. Hernandez will drive. Lob down low. Smith made a great catch. Saves it back to Hernandez. His right side jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Harris. Harris now to beach board with 20 seconds. Let's see if Allons plays for one here in the quarter. Hammock, free throw line, Ogletree. Down low, Simmons. His fall away good. Lucas Simmons. Simmons with 7 now for Allons to lead them. 13-2 Allons lead with 7 seconds to play in the quarter. Bowman in the backcourt to Cook with 2 seconds. Cook will take the shot. It's off the rafter, and the horn will sound, and the quarter will end right there. After one, it's Allons 13, Livingston 2. Back for the second quarter in just a moment.
Live events here. Let's take a moment to ask you to.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
Protecting the newest Overton County residents. Livingston Regional, named one of the state's best award winners for its work at reducing infant mortality. The best award focuses on the importance of breastfeeding, early elective delivery reduction, and safe sleep for Tennessee babies.
Quality care close to home. Livingston Regional Hospital.
With Allons leading 13-2 here in this first half. These two officials called 46 fouls in the girls' game. They've already called 14 through one quarter, so 14 times 4 would be what? 56 if that continues. Hernandez to play the ball in for Livingston. He's joined by Cook, Bowman, Smith, and Hayes for the Tigers. Inbounds goes to Bowman. Bowman backs it back out to Cook. Cook can't get the jumper away. Now to Bowman. For Allons, it's Hammock, Beachboard, Simmons, Harris, and Ogletree. Cook on the left side. Has it knocked away by Beachboard, but a reach going to be called on Carter Harris. Harris will pick up his second. Team's 8th here in the first half. This will put Dominic Cook on the free throw line to shoot 2. He'll step up there with 5:43 to play in the first half. Cook going there for the Tigers. Free throw, banking good. Cook has his first point. Their 3 points have come from the free throw line. Hernandez with 2 of 2 free throws. Cook now 1 of 1. He'll shoot a second here. Puts this one on the way and knocks it down. So they go 4 of 4 from the free throw line, does Livingston. Cook now 2 of 2. They cut the lead to 9 at 13-4. Ogletree at the high post. Down low, Harris, layup good. High-low passing from Ogletree to Harris as Carter will lay it in for his 5th point. Inbounds goes Hernandez. Dangerous pass. Simmons will knock it away. Then Bowman trying to save it will have to go off his hands and out of bounds. He'll go off Livingston as Garrett going to come back in replacing Hayes. Livingston lost Jay Cantrell very early. Less than 2 minutes gone. He had to leave with 3 fouls. Inbounds goes to Hammock. Hammock down low. Harris, good look. Layup, no good. Rebound tapped by Bowman, but goes right to Simmons. Simmons double teamed inside, and a foul going to be called. Foul going to go on Brandon Bowman. He'll pick up his first. Team's 8th. Both teams call for 8 here in the first half, and this will put Lucas Simmons on the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. Simmons going there with 5:16 to play in the first half. Free throw is no good. Hernandez with the rebound for Livingston. Hernandez now to Cook. Oh, they missed Bowman wide open underneath. Cook will drive. His floater's good. Dominic Cook. First field goal of the night for Livingston, scored by Dominic Cook with 5:07 to play in the first half. Cuts the lead down to 9 again at 15-6. Ogletree. Now to Beachboard on the left side. Beachboard up top, Hammock. Hammock, high post, they go to Ogletree. Down low, Harris. Harris, jumper on the left side, no good, but Smith will foul him, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Coy Smith going to pick up his second. Team's 9th. 2 shots here for Carter Harris as he goes to the line, trying to tie Lucas Simmons to lead Allons, and trying to give them a double-digit lead for the first time. Free throw is no good. He made his first one. Since then, he's missed 3 in a row. Still a chance to make it a 10-point lead if he can knock down this free throw. Harris stepping back up there for the Hawks. This one's on the way. That one's no good. Simmons with the offensive rebound. Back up and no good. Ogletree will tap it. Ogletree will get to it. To Hammock on the left side. Hammock will drive. Try to go inside. Ball bounces over to Harris. His layup's good. And Smith has picked up number 3. Coy Smith becomes the second Livingston player to pick up 3. Carter Harris with a chance in an old-fashioned three-point play as Livingston's going to get number 2, Drake Maynard, into the ballgame for the first time. He'll replace Coy Smith. Harris at the line, looking to become the leading scorer in the game. Free throw here is good as Harris completes the old-fashioned three-point play. He now leads all scorers with 8. Pass over the head of Hernandez, taken away by Beachboard. Beachboard tried to go inside to Hammock. Bowman will knock it away. For Livingston, it will go to Allons. Ogletree stepping out to throw in on the end line. He'll play it left side, Simmons. Simmons to Hammock, stepping left corner. Back to Simmons. They swing it around to Beachboard. Beachboard will drive. A little Euro step all the way to the rim. Layup good. Parker Beachboard. 2 in the quarter. He's got 5 in the game. The lead now to 12 at 20-8. Hernandez in the front court. He'll drive all the way to the rim. Layup rims out on him. Rebound tap to Simmons. Simmons outlet going to be stolen by Bowman. Bowman tried to go to Cook on the wing. Cook finally gets control of it, and then he's going to draw a foul from Simmons. Lucas Simmons will pick up his first. Team's 9th, so this is a 1-and-1 if they don't call it a shooting foul. It will be a 1-and-1 for Dominic Cook as he'll step to the line with 4:07 play in the first half. Cook stepping up there for the Tigers with 4 points on the night. He scored 4 of their 6. Cook dribbling the basketball there. Free throws on the way. That one's bouncing, no good. Rebound Simmons. Simmons now to Beachboard. Beachboard to Hammock to bring it front court. Hammock will bring the ball across the timeline. Left side Beachboard. Back to Hammock. Hammock works it right corner Beachboard. Deep 2 ball on the right side. No good. Simmons with the offensive rebound. Then knocked out of bounds by Maynard. Touch last by Livingston. Basketball going to stay with Allons on the offensive end. Ogletree will step out to throw in as he'll play it in right side on the baseline. Underneath Beachboard, his quick release jumper inside's good. Parker Beachboard. 4 in the quarter, 7 in the game for Beachboard. The lead to 16 now, 22-6. Hernandez in the backcourt. Hernandez across the timeline, works his way in the paint. Ball knocked away by Harris, but he can't save it before it gets out of bounds. Basketball will stay with Livingston on the offensive end as Hernandez will step out to throw in. Diego to play it in, left side on the baseline. He'll go left corner to Maynard. Maynard, lob pass knocked away by Hammock. They battle for it. Cook will come up with it. Cook at the right elbow. Spins his way down low. A little fall away on the right side. No good. Simmons with the rebound. Outlet to Beachboard. Beachboard going to keep it all the way to the rim. Jumper no good. But Hernandez will pick up the foul. Diego will pick up his first. This will put Parker Beachboard on the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Hawks. 22-6. The Allons lead. 16 with 3:21 to play in the first half. Beachboard stepping up there. First of 2 free throws is no good. 7 points on the night for Beachboard. Allons being led by Carter Harris, who leads all scorers with 8. Beachboard got a chance to tie him here if he makes this second free throw. This one's on the way. This one's no good again. Long rebound kicks out to Maynard. Maynard then dribbled it off his knee, and Beachboard took it away. Beachboard to Hammock. Quickly to the rim. Left side layup good. Jagger Hammock. Quick first step by Hammock. Gets him to the rim, lays it up and in for his first 2 and extends the lead to 18, now 24-6. Deflected by Beachboard. Ball is loose on the floor. Bowman will get to it. To Garrett. Left side pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound tap to Harris. Harris now to Hammock going to run. Hammock quickly to the rim. Wild shot, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds by Maynard. Touch last by Livingston. It will stay with Allons halfway through the second quarter with Allons leading 24-6. Ogletree. Left side to Hammock. Hammock will drive, pulls up at the free throw line. Jumper banking good, Jagger Hammock. Tough shot there, taking some contact from Livingston, able to bank it home for his 4th point. Bowman in the backcourt. Bowman works it across the timeline. Bowman underneath Garrett's open. Good recovery by Harris to block the shot. Hammock running all the way to the rim, blocked away by Bowman. Beachboard in a crowd will clear that rebound, and they'll call him for a travel. Oh, that is a big-time block on the other end by Carter Harris. I didn't think anyone would get there, but he did. Inbounds goes to Cook. Cook has it knocked away by Beachboard. Simmons there to pick it up. Layup no good. Rebound Hammock. Blocked away by Cook. Rebound Hernandez. Hernandez now to Garrett running. Garrett on the left side. He'll take a wild shot. It's no good. Rebound to Hammock wanting to run. Hammock quickly in the front court. His floater no good. Rebound Harris, and Harris is going to be fouled by Bowman. Brandon Bowman will pick up his second. This will put Carter Harris on the free throw line to shoot 2. Harris with a chance to go into double figures. If he makes them both here, he'll step up there for the Hawks. He is 2 of 6 from the free throw line in the game. 20-point Allons lead. Harris first of 2, rims out. He'll shoot a second. Stepping back up there for the Hawks. As he'll take a second free throw. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Ogletree with an offensive rebound, though, to Hammock. Hammock underneath Simmons. Simmons layup, good. Good look by Hammock, finding Lucas Simmons inside. Simmons has 9. There's a steal by Harris. Harris all the way to the rim. Scoop layup, no good. Beachboard with the rebound, back up and in. Parker Beachboard with the offensive rebound and put back. He's got 9. 1:49 to play in the first half, and Livingston calls a timeout. Let's take a moment to thank our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible. Frontier Chevrolet, First Church, E.B. Gray Jewelry, R&M Family Pharmacy, Overton County News, Puckett's Family Dentistry, Gary Maxwell Insurance, Livingston Family Healthcare, Willow Grove Marina, Wascon Incorporated, Wayne's Grill, Oakley Equipment Rental, Lucky Red Stables, Livingston Regional Hospital, Milton Rains and Family, Puckett's Furniture and Appliances, Highway Tire, Jerry's IGA, Physical Medicine Center of the Cumberlands, Livingston Dairy Queen, Exit Realty, Bullseye Security, Hall Funeral Home, Maynard's Automotive, Farmers Insurance Rick Savage, Cornicello Italian Restaurant, and W&O Construction Company. 1:49 to play first half with Allons leading 30-6 over Livingston. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. 9 fouls against Allons in the first half. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 against Livingston in the first half. So 22 fouls in the first half between these two. Inbounds goes Hernandez. Hernandez dribbling in the backcourt. They double team. He finds Cook, and Cook dribbles it off his leg, but able to get to it before it gets out of bounds. Cook right side now to a new player in there for Livingston. That's Sawyer Bilbrey checking in. Cook to Bilbrey on the right side. Now Hernandez. Hernandez has it knocked away. Keeps possession, though. Hernandez on the baseline. Now to Bilbrey. Knocked away by Allons and out of bounds. Touched last by the Hawks. It will stay with Livingston as Bilbrey stepping out to throw in. Right next to Coach Derek Harris. Rather to Coach Chris Stacy for the Allons boys. Coach Harris coaching the girls, of course. Right side Bilbrey underneath to Maynard. His shot no good, but they'll call a foul on Lucas Simmons. Simmons will pick up his second. 2-shot foul here for Drake Maynard as he'll step to the free throw line for the first time. Maynard going there with 1:15 to play in the first half. Both teams have been called for 10 fouls in the first half now. Maynard stepping up there looking for his first point. First of 2 on the way. That one's bouncing no good. They've held Livingston to only 1 field goal here in the first half. Maynard will shoot a second free throw here as he steps back up there for the Tigers. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Off the back iron. Rebound Simmons. Simmons now to Hammock. Hammock to Ogletree running the floor. He'll drive. His jumper inside, no good. Simmons with the rebound back up, no good. But a foul going to be called on Livingston. Foul will go on Wyatt Garrett, and he'll pick up his third. So 3 players for Livingston with 3 fouls here in the first half, and this will put Lucas Simmons on the free throw line to shoot 2. He's got a chance to be the first player in double figures. Free throw by Simmons is good. Lucas 3 in the quarter. He's got 10 in the game. Garrett going to leave. Coy Smith will come back in replacing him. So Garrett sits down with 3. Smith comes back in with 3 fouls. Simmons to shoot a second free throw. This one's on the way. This one rolling good again. So Simmons makes them both. He's got 4 in the quarter, 11 in the game to lead all scorers as the inbounds goes to Cook. Cook now to Hernandez. Hernandez Tried to hit Maynard, but Ogletree trying to knock it away will pick up his second foul. Ogletree, rather it's his third. Ogletree picks up number 3 with 1:01 to play in the first half. This will put Drake Maynard, back on the free throw line to shoot 2. Maynard going there with 1:01 to play in the half, as we said, and the 32-6 Allons lead. Free throw is no good. Ogletree going to sit down. Coming in to replace him will be number 35, Cohen Huddleston, checking in for Allons. Second free throw from Maynard. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Maynard tries to follow his own shot. He'll save it, but saves it right to Harris. Harris quickly in the front court for Allons. Now to Hammock. Right corner. The 3 ball in the air by a new player, and there is good. That is Clay Melton knocking down the 3. First 3 of the night for either team, as it will be Hernandez. His pass knocked away by Harris. And out of bounds off Harris, it will go to Livingston with 42 seconds to play in the second quarter. Cook goes inbounds Hernandez. He'll work it on the baseline. Cut off by Huddleston and walk with the basketball. Turnover by Livingston will give it right back to Allons as they'll play it in on the end line with Harris stepping out to throw in. Plays it into Hammock. Now to bring it front court for the Hawks. Hammock works it inside Simmons. His jumper banking good. Lucas Simmons. Simmons has 13. Inbound stolen away by Hammock. Then Hammock's going to be fouled by Hernandez. Hernandez will pick up his second. This will put Jagger Hammock on the free throw line to shoot 2. Hammock. First one's on the way and good. Hammock, his first free throw attempt of the game. He's got 5 points. Let's see, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14 fouls on Livingston. 2, 5, 7, 9, 11 fouls on Allons. Second free throw by Hammock, good again. So they combined for 25 here in the first half. The front court with it, Cook. Cook has it taken away by Hammock. Hammock looking to run. Hammock quickly to Melton. Melton's jumper inside, no good. Rebound Harris. Harris, little fall away in the lane's no good, but a foul going to be called on Livingston. Foul will go on Drake Maynard. He'll pick up his first. This will put Carter Harris back on the free throw line to shoot 2. Harris stepping up there with 12 seconds to play in the half. Free throw by Harris is no good. Harris at the line for the 10th time in this first half. This free throw by Harris is good, so he makes 1 out of 2. He's 3 of 10 from the free throw line, has 7 points in the game. Hernandez quickly in the front court for Livingston. They'll go to Bilbrey. Bilbrey tried to hit Cook. Hammock knocked it away. Cook got it back. Cook right side jumper, banking for 2 at the buzzer is good by Dominic Cook to cut the lead down to 40-8 at halftime. At halftime, it's Allons 40, Livingston 8. We'll be back for the second half in just a moment. Halftime here in this boys matchup with Allons leading 40-8 at halftime. They led 13-2 at the end of the first quarter. They outscored Livingston in that second quarter 27-6 to extend the lead to 40-8 at halftime. Let's check the scoring first of all. For Livingston, they're being led by Dominic Cook. 6 points in the first half for Cook. 2 points scored by Diego Hernandez to give them their total of 8. They have made 4 of 9 from the free throw line, have not made a 3-point field goal yet. For Allons, they're being led by Lucas Simmons. 13 points in the first half for Simmons. 9 points at halftime for Carter Harris. 9 in the first half for Parker Beachboard. 6 points at halftime for Jagger Hammock to give Allons their total of 40. Allons made 9 of 23 from the free throw line. They made 1 3-point field goal. I missed that. Clay Melton has the only 3. He has 3 points at halftime. He's made the only 3 in the game for either team. Allons 9 of 23 from the free throw line. Livingston 4 of 9 from the free throw line. 26 fouls called against these two teams in the first half, as they called 15 on Livingston, 11 on Allons. That's what we have them with. Could be off, but you never know. Basketball will belong to Allons to start the second half. It'll be Beachboard, Hammock, Simmons, Ogletree, and Harris. For the Hawks, their starting 5 start the second half. Bowman, Cook, Hernandez, Garrett, and Cantrell for Livingston as their starting 5 start the second half. Beachboard down low, Harris. His jumper good to start the second half. Carter Harris into double figures. He's got 11 on the entry pass from Beachboard, and the lead now 42-8. There's a steal by Harris. Harris will bring it front court for Allons. Harris on the left side for the Hawks. Now we'll hand off to Beachboard. Beachboard left side to Hammock. His 3 in the air is good. Jagger Hammock. Hammock knocks down the triple. His first 3. He's got 9 points now for Allons, and they extend the lead to 45-8. Cantrell in the lane. His floater's no good, but a foul going to be called on Carter Harris. Harris will pick up his 3rd. Team's first here in the second half. This will put Jay Cantrell on the free throw line to shoot 2. He'll step up there with 5:24 to play in the third. Free throw bouncing good. Bounced around and dropped through for Cantrell to score his first point of the night. He'll shoot a second free throw. Stepping back up there for the Tigers. This one's on the way. This one's no good. Rebound tapped out to Beachboard. Beachboard quickly in the front court on the right side to Hammock at the half-court circle. High post Ogletree, down low Harris. Harris left side jumper good. Carter Harris working that high-low game. They've been successful with it all night. Carter Harris will tie Lucas Simmons to lead all scorers with 13 after that layup. High post Cantrell at the right elbow. He looks to drive. His jumper's no good. Rebound Beachboard. They're going to call a travel. Well, that's quick. As Beachboard and Simmons, I guess they'll say they both had it. But if they did, it was for a split second. And Bowman to throw in. Bowman plays it to Cantrell off his hands. Hammock with the steal. Hammock will drive. Hammock jumper good. And he is fouled by Cook. Oh, Jagger taking the contact. Able to bank it high off the glass to score the 2 and get a chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play as he goes into double figures. Cook will pick up his 2nd. Team's first here in the second half, and this will put Jagger Hammock on the free throw line looking to score his 12th point of the night. Hammock, free throw is good. Well, that's a tough shot, taking the contact from the bigger Cook, kissing it high off the glass to get the bucket to go and then finish the 3-point play. It's 50-9. Hammock knocks it free and knocks it out of bounds. It'll go off Allons. Now they start the continuous clock. Should have done that at the half, but they didn't as the inbounds goes to Hammock. Hammock now will bring it front court to Beachboard. His 3 on the left side is off the back of the iron, no good. Hammock with the offensive rebound, back up, no good. Simmons with the rebound, knocked away by Cantrell. Hernandez will get to it. Now to Cook. Cook will drive. His right side layup, no good. Rebound Garrett, and he's going to be fouled by Beachboard. Foul will go on Parker Beachboard. He'll pick up his 3rd. Team's 2nd here in the second half as both teams with a lot of subs ready to check in as Wyatt Garrett will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw by Garrett is rolling good. Garrett has his first point of the night. Allen's going to get Mason Bowles back in there. Cohen Huddleston will check back in. Coming back in is Clay Melton. Coming in for the first time is number 11, Aiden Ray. And they've got another new one out there as Garrett's second free throw is bouncing no good. Rebound Bowles, that's number 24. Hayden Ray in for Allons as they bring it front court with Melton. Melton to Aiden Ray on the right side. Back to Melton. Melton goes left side, Hayden Ray. Hayden back to Melton. Melton right side, Aiden Ray. The left-handed three is good. Aiden Ray. Aiden knocks down the triple. Allons has made 3 threes, and they lead it now 53-10. Cook in the front court to Cantrell at the high post. Cantrell cut off inside, and the foul going to be called on Allons. Foul goes on Aiden Ray. He'll pick up his first, team's third here in the second half. Halfway through the third quarter with Allons leading 53-10. Inbounds Cantrell underneath, and he's going to be held and fouled by Aiden Ray again. Ray will pick up his second, team's fourth. They'll say Cantrell was shooting, so they'll put him on the free throw line to shoot 2. As he steps up there with 1 point on the night. Free throw is no good. He'll have a second opportunity. Cantrell stepping back up there. Puts this one on the way and knocks it down. So Jay makes 1 out of 2 for the Tigers. 53-11. Allons in complete control. They're going to go to 14-3. They're going to stay unbeaten in the county and go to 7-0 in Overton County. Aiden Ray, right side 3. That one's no good. Long rebound kicks out to Cook. Cook quickly in the front court. Cook will drive, pulls up in the lane. He's going to be fouled by Bowles. Mason Bowles will pick up his second, team's fifth, and this will put Dominic Cook on the free throw line to shoot 2. That's going to set up a big game on our next Allons coverage, as we'll be over at the high school a week from tonight on December the 8th, as the free throw by Cook is no good, when Rickman will host Allons in a boys matchup. Of course, it will be a girls matchup before that, and it's a big game as well. That boys matchup will be for first place, as Allons will try to close out an undefeated county regular season, and Rickman will try to tie up the county race with only 1 loss for the Bulldogs on the boys' side, and Allons with no losses. So a big boys game coming up on the 8th here on Overton Events. Inside, they try to go to Bowles, knocked away by Bowman. It's loose. Cantrell will come out there with it. Cantrell all the way to the rim, driving layup good. Jay Cantrell. Cantrell has his first field goal. He's got 4 points as we move under a minute to play in the third quarter. Melton with it. Melton right side, Aiden Ray. His 3 in the air is good. Aiden Ray. Ray has his second triple. Allons has made 4 now in the game. And it will be Cook bringing it front court. Cook, high post Cantrell. Cantrell has it knocked away by Hayden Ray. Hayden and Aiden will dive on the floor after it, and a foul going to be called. Foul will go on Hayden Ray. He'll pick up his first, team 6th here in the second half. So Livingston will be in the bonus the rest of the game. Inbounds goes to Cantrell. Cantrell looking to drive in the corner. Bowman back to Cantrell. Bowles will knock away that entry pass. It goes right back to Bowman. His 3 on the right side's no good. Bowles will tap the rebound. We'll get to it. Aiden Ray. Now to Melton to bring it front court. Melton back to Aiden Ray with 6 seconds. Ray now to Melton on the right side. Down low, tried to hit Bowles. Deflected. Bowles will get to it, and he'll draw a foul on Livingston. It will go on Wyatt Garrett. He'll pick up his 4th, but that's the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's Allons 56, Livingston 13. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment. Ready to start the fourth quarter here at Livingston Middle School as both teams, some more new players out there as we'll try to keep track of them as best we can. As Grayson Bowles will play it in for Livingston to Sawyer Bilbrey. Coy Smith back out there. Drake Maynard back out there as the jumper's no good. Also Ramsey Hayes out there. Hayes will take the left side three. It's bouncing no good. Smith with the rebound for Livingston. He has it taken away by Allons. They've got Clay Melton still out there. Number 2, Max Ogletree is out there. Number 20, Reese Huddleston on the floor for Allons as Huddleston will catch it on the left block. Knocked away by Smith. Ball is loose. There to recover it is going to be Ezra Davidson, who has checked in. Right side the shot blocked by Smith, but by Maynard. Drake Maynard will pick up his second. Team's third here in the second half, and this will put Max Ogletree on the free throw line to shoot 2. Who's the fifth one out there for Allons? I've got 0, Ezra Davidson, 2, Max Ogletree, 42, Clay Melton, as the free throw by Ogletree is no good. 20, Reese Huddleston, and 3, there he is, Justin Stansberry for Allons. Second free throw from Ogletree is good, so Max makes 1 out of 2. Extends it to 58-13 as the inbounds will go to Bilbrey. Bilbrey now will bring it front court. They go right side to Bowles. His jumper's no good. Rebound taken away by Davidson. And his pass stolen by Bilbrey. Bilbrey to Maynard in the lane. His jumper's no good. Smith will tap the rebound to Maynard. Maynard will save it, but there to get to it's going to be Melton. Melton quickly in the front court for Allons. He'll drive. Little Euro step in the lane. Jumper's no good. And on the rebound, a foul going to be called on Livingston. He didn't even signal a number. I think it's going to go on Drake Maynard. He'll pick up his third, team's fourth. Allons to play it in on the inline. They go inbounds to Melton, breaking underneath. His shot blocked away by Hayes. Bowles looking to run. He has it taken away by Melton. Melton now to Ogletree. He'll drive. His shot blocked out of bounds by Livingston. It will stay with Allons. Allons will, no, it'll go off. It will. I thought it went off Livingston on the block, and it will be Ogletree stepping out to throw in. Ogletree plays it left side to Melton. His jumper from 16's good. Clay Melton. Melton with his 5th point on the night. Bilbrey in the front court now to Hayes on the left side. Hayes works his way to the block, backs it back out to Bilbrey. Bilbrey now to Bowles. Bowles 3-ball on the right wing, banking no good. Rebound kicking out to Ogletree. Ogletree underneath to Stansberry driving. His layup no good. Rebound coming away to Maynard. Maynard wanting to run. Spins his way in the paint. Lost control of it. Stansberry comes up with it. Bowles had it for a moment. Then it goes off Stansberry and out of bounds. Touch last by Stansberry, and it'll go to Livingston. And Livingston getting some more new players out there. Number 33 checking in is Leland Cook coming in for the first time. Number 55, Weston Cantrell. Number 54, David Maynard. Number 23, Caden Thesis out there. And number 14, we don't have a 14 on our roster. Stansberry walked with it. 2.5 to play here in the fourth quarter as Livingston will play it in to Cantrell. Cantrell will bring it front court, working there against a little half-court trap by Allons. And a reach going to be called on Ogletree. It's actually number 7, so it's a 1-and-1 for Livingston. Is stepping up to shoot the 1-and-1 will be Weston Cantrell as he'll go there with 2 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Cantrell at the line for the first time, looking for his first point. He'll take the free throw, left it short. Rebound coming out to Melton for Allons. Melton quickly in the front court for the Hawks. He'll get in the lane, and as he goes, the foul is going to be called on Caden Thesis. Thesis will pick up his first. This will put Clay Melton on the free throw line to shoot 2. Melton going there for the Hawks with 1.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Free throw by Melton. Banks no good. Rattled around the rim. Rolls back out. Clay with a 3-pointer, a 2-pointer, and looks for a free throw here. If he can make this one, he'll have his 6th point. This one's on the way. This one's bouncing good. Melton makes 1 out of 2. He's got 6 now for Allons. Weston Cantrell will bring it front court. Cantrell working top of the key. Stansbury knocked it away. Cantrell got it back. Cantrell now has his pass taken away by Melton. Melton will drive to the rim. Left side layup good. Clay Melton as we move under a minute to play in the fourth quarter. And Livingston, Allons has taken a 63-13 lead. Cantrell in the front court. There's a steal by Stansbury. Ogletree will try to make the pass back to Stansbury. Diving on the floor to tie it up. It's going to be David Maynard for Livingston and Max Ogletree for Allons. And the arrow is going to keep it with Allons as they'll play it in on the end line with Ogletree stepping out to throw in. Goes down low to Huddleston. His jumper inside is no good. Rebound tapped around. It is loose, and they'll tie it up. And the arrow this time is going to give it to Livingston, but with only 20 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Cook goes inbounds to Cantrell. Cantrell in the front court picks up the dribble. He'll lob to Cook on the right wing. Cook gets inside. Ball knocked away by Reese Huddleston. He'll get the steal. He'll drive. His jumper's no good. Rebound to Livingston, and that will end this fourth quarter. Your final score, Allons 63, Livingston 13. As Allons holds them scoreless in the fourth. With the win, Allons goes to 14-3. They go to 7-0 in the county. With the loss, Livingston drops to 3-11 overall. They go to 3-4 in county play. Let's check the scoring for Livingston. Diego Hernandez with 2. 6 points in the game for Dominic Cook. 4 points scored tonight by Jay Cantrell. And 1 in the game for Wyatt Garrett to give them their total of 13. For Allons, they had Carter Harris with 13. 1 point for Max Ogletree. 6 in the game for Aiden Ray. 9 tonight for Parker Beachboard. 13 in the game for Lucas Simmons. 12 points scored tonight by Jagger Hammock. And 8 points in the game for Clay Melton to give them their total of 63. Girls game earlier, Allons won that one by a final score of 48-39 to complete the sweep with the boys win 63-13 over Livingston Middle School. That's going to wrap it up from here. Thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible.